South Sudan imports most of its food from Uganda, and ever since it established a National Food and Drug Authority, it has been impounding trucks loaded with wheat, flour, sorghum, and other grain products on allegations of failing to pass the test for contamination with aflatoxin. At the beginning of last month, over 60 trucks of Ugandans also fell victim despite interventions from Ugandan authorities. Trade Minister Harriet Ntabazi says the South Sudan authorities have stopped the team from Uganda to be part of the investigations, but they are doing everything possible to normalize the situation.
Our team was not allowed to enter inside because the matter was already under their republic. And they also said that they could not allow because their national security had picked interest in that matter. So the team came back and reported. So I led another team which was going to interact with the Minister of Trade and Commerce of the Republic of South Sudan after writing to them, whom we interacted, and we found out that there were issues. The trucks themselves were 450. Other trucks had gone already allowed. Only 45 trucks had been intercepted.
On the other hand, legislators have cautioned government over failure to have a written trade policy with countries it does trade with, which is now affecting its exports. They say Ugandan exports have had quality issues with other countries for long, but government has failed to act.
We don't have a foreign policy. The foreign policy which is there is not written, because we would be having a relationship. How do we deal with Sudan? How do we deal with Kenya? How do we deal with Tanzania? How do we deal with Kenya and Rwanda? But we don't have foreign policy written. In Uganda's politics, foreign policy is imagined, is not written. So a minister will imagine that my government wants this, but it's not written. There is no reference point. That's why we have a problem with our exports and with the acceptability of our exports. Of course, when they continue refusing our exports, it will affect our balance of payment. And in the end, our businesses will go down, because if you have exported things to Sudan, they cannot allow you to bring it. If it is poisonous, they will say ban it there, because the maize is poisonous, cannot come back.
Ugandan still have a challenge to stand and command the market for East African commodities and also outside, because our relationship is politically stronger, but economically is still weak and is weakening every after day. We still have the target workers into the business chain. The business dealers, the traders are not traders, real traders, business persons, but they are dealers. They commonly work for business for today, and they don't define its longer-term existence. And that is the main challenge. Then we also lacking specialization into the chain of production, where we have very many traders who at the same time they are the producers, they are the farmers.
The members of parliament have also questioned the work of entities like Uganda National Bureau of Statistics and Uganda Revenue Authority, who are mandated to check these products before they leave the country to avoid such embarrassments at the region level.
I'm wondering why the maize that is full of aflatoxin and of poor quality can get exported into Sudan and also Kenya. What is National Bureau of Standards doing? What is the URA doing, apart from licensing and scooping out a lot of money, taxes from these traders? Have you guided them? Have you examined the quality of goods that is being exported into other countries? So if this is not done, then it is tarnishing the entire economy and the image of the production.
We know that as a country, we have challenges on the way we handle food, and we have up to now not yet established our own National Food and Drug Authority. There is no clear authority that handles foods. So we need to establish systems within our country to certify all foods before they are actually exported. That, for me, is the way to go. Otherwise, let us respect the laws of the country in South Sudan.
Of trade in Uganda is not given its position. Why I'm saying it that now, when our exports are being denied, like milk, eggs, and maize, And those countries are saying there is poor quality. What you ask yourself is that our standards organization is here. UNBS, is it working? National Bureau of Standards, are they working?
According to Honorable Macho Geoffrey, it is not proper that South Sudan takes such a drastic measure, yet Uganda has already supported the country economically, socially and politically. He says the impounded cereals are rotting as we speak, yet traders borrowed money from banks, expecting to recover it from their produce.
I strongly don't agree with the government of South Sudan, because Uganda, with our strategic position and with the goodwill of President Museveni, we have helped the government of South Sudan to feed them, to keep their refugees. The fact of the matter, there are almost 2 million more refugees from South Sudan here. And they should remember the time when they were going through the civil war, it is Uganda that stood for them. It is very unfair for the government of South Sudan to impound the lorries that are carrying food that is going to their country. The food they have impounded are serious and they are rotting. And moreover, most business people got money for loans to do that cross-border trade.
Yesterday, Ugandan truck drivers had a peaceful demonstration at the Elegu border demanding the release of their trucks, as well as their colleagues who were arrested along with these trucks. Samula Hanifah, SMART24 TV, Business Today.